because I spoke out at a public meeting.
I'm not here to argue about the reasons why you're being charged with that.
At a public meeting in New York, Michelle Allen Gregory's simple question about transparency sparks a police response, an arrest, and a constitutional clash.
You don't want to say who you are, is that correct? I said I would do that. Why are you taking pictures of me being arrested?
What happens when questioning authority gets you handcuffed? Is it governance or is it intimidation? November 21st, 2023. A quiet town board meeting in New Haven, New York suddenly took a sharp legal turn. Michelle Allen Gregory, vice president of the New York Coalition for Open Government, was there to observe. When the board called for executive session, Michelle asked a simple pointed question: would minutes be taken? Her timing wasn't ideal, but her concern was real transparency. Instead of getting an answer, she got an order to leave, the man issuing it. Town Supervisor Dan Barney, a public official already criticized by the same coalition for his lack of openness. Michelle refused to leave a meeting the law says she had every right to attend, and for that, she ended up in handcuffs. This is Citizens versus Systems. And this case asks a question every viewer should answer. Can asking a question in public now get you arrested?
What was the first?
$6,396 is what we budgeted. We're gonna
96?
Yep, $6,396. And we're gonna increase it to $8,396.
And since decisions were made during the public hearing, there will be...
Excuse me.
I will second that, Mary.
Excuse me. She's out. She's gone. That's the second time. She's out. Take her out
I
right
get
now.
3 warnings. I get a second warning.
No, you don't get. Out. Go.
I'm not leaving.
Meeting is over. You gotta go. Sorry, you gotta go. Ma'am, you have to go.
I understand what you're saying, sir. I will need to be physically removed. And I understand what you're saying.
No, you have to go. I don't want to physically remove you. You have to go.
I will leave as
The
soon as the meeting's
supervisor
over.
asked you to leave. You have to leave.
After Michelle refused to leave, Supervisor Barney called 911. The dispatcher sent Deputy Caitlin Gregory from the Oswego County Sheriff's Office. When the deputy arrived, her body cam captured what happened next. Instead of calmly assessing the situation, Deputy Gregory immediately told Michelle she was being investigated for obstruction and claimed she had to show ID. If she didn't, the deputy warned she'd face an additional obstruction charge. That's a heavy accusation, especially considering Michelle had merely spoken out of turn during a public meeting. But the law tells a different story. Under New York Penal Law BPD D R95D D05, obstruction only applies when someone physically interferes with a public servant or commits a separate illegal act. Quietly refusing to leave a meeting isn't enough, and calmly refusing to hand over ID doesn't magically make it a crime either. Yet in this moment, the line between lawful authority and personal ego started to blur. Was this about enforcing the law or punishing someone for not backing down?
Hello.
Supervisor Barney.
There you go, sir.
Hi, how are you?
We had a situation where we had a person disrupted our meeting. I issued a warning.
Okay.
And upon the second incident, asked her to leave. She refused to leave. No physical altercation or anything like that occurred. Our security officer here walked over and asked her to please leave. She refused several times. So we want her out. Now, she's got some friends here that are refusing to leave too.
Okay.
We're done with our meeting, and it's time for people to go.
Okay. Where's
This is her here. I'm not sure what name she's going by tonight. She likes Jane Public, Michelle Allen.
Okay. You leaving, ma'am?
Yeah, I was told I had to wait because the police were being
Nobody
called
told
on
you
me.
you had to wait.
Go. All right, so you have friends with you too? Who's your friends? You guys? Okay, all right. Well, let's just have you guys
He
exit.
told me I had to leave a public meeting, and then he said he called the cops, so I was waiting for the police to come so I would not be physically removed.
Shush. I got you. So,
Because I'm allowed to speak at a public meeting.
okay.
Are you with her, Nick?
Yes, thank you. Public resources.
So,
You want her
if we,
not back?
Get the,
yeah, if I want to have her arrested, can I do that?
No, you cannot.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's obstructing governmental administration. This has been going on for an extended period of time, like 2.5 years. So
Okay.
that's
So,
that's where we're at.
All right.
I've talked to Don Hilton about this.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do, and I don't have to provide it. It's a Fourth
Bingo.
Amendment right.
No, you are being investigated, so yes, you do
For
have to
what
identify
crime am
yourself.
I being committed?
Okay,
Just
so
so
if we're,
right here.
if we're talking
If you wanna take a
about
look.
Governmental obstruction?
OGA,
Because I spoke out at a public meeting?
I'm not here to argue about the reasons why you're being charged with that, so we're gonna investigate it.
Okay.
And so for that,
Well,
we're
what
gonna need your
crime am I
identification.
being suspected
You don't
of?
have to commit a crime to be investigated, right?
In order to provide my ID,
You have to be investigated.
Yes, you have to,
You have to
Have
be
a crime that
investigated.
you're
Nope, you have to be investigated. Doesn't have to be a
I'm
crime.
not providing my ID.
You have to.
I don't.
You will provide your ID,
Or what?
or you're gonna be placed in custody
For what?
for OGA.
Which
You'll have a
is-
second charge for that.
Okay, I would suggest you not do this and you call a supervisor.
I would love to call my supervisor.
I would
Why
love
don't you go
that.
ahead and get Pretori on the phone?
I already have a couple of attorneys on the phone as well.
That's fine.
And because I spoke out at a public meeting, you're trying to arrest me for,
Failing to provide your
can I see
identification.
what? No. What I'm being
This is
charged
town
for.
property.
No, you're not being charged with anything yet.
Well, you
We're
have to.
investigating.
If I don't provide my ID,
I
have
understand what
to-
you just said to me, that you said that you have to be given a charge to provide your identification. I'm telling you that's wrong.
Okay, I disagree.
All you need is, it's not about disagreement.
Okay.
That's the facts.
I know my rights.
Hold on one
You
second.
obviously don't.
Gregory would like to speak to you.
Okay.
No, she wants a supervisor, so.
Actually, we have a lady here that would love to speak to you. Hold on one second.
No, I'm requesting a supervisor be present.
Preacher, are you able to come down here?
What?
Thank you.
What am I being charged with?
You are not being charged with anything. You are being investigated. You're refusing to provide
For-
identification.
Deputy Gregory pressed Michelle to show ID, arguing that her refusal could add another obstruction charge, but New York law doesn't support that. Simply put, refusing to identify yourself by itself is not a crime. According to New York Penal Law, Para 195-05, obstruction requires physical force interference or an unlawful act. Michelle's actions, asking a question and refusing to leave, not force, not threat, not obstruction, even under Para 140-50 of the state's criminal procedure law. New York's version of Stop and ID police can ask for a name when they have reasonable suspicion, but there's no requirement to show physical ID, and refusing to do so doesn't equal obstruction. In fact, courts across New York have ruled again and again not giving your name is not enough to arrest someone. One federal court even said ignoring a request for ID is not a crime, yet here was a sheriff's deputy telling a woman that unless she handed over ID, she'd face criminal charges. That's not law enforcement. That's intimidation dressed up as authority. So the question becomes, was this about investigating a crime or about silencing someone who challenged local power? Let us know what you think in the comments.
For what am I being investigated?
I'm sorry, did you not just say?
Can I see,
Governmental-
can I see what he's trying to charge me for?
So what's going on is a long, drawn-out interruption that's gone on over about 2.5 years, okay?
For
Every
requesting public
meeting,
documents, which is for
Every-
an open meeting law.
every meeting. But if you speak out during a public meeting, you get a warning. And if you speak out again, we can ask you to to remove yourself. And that's what we did tonight. We're very polite. There's no physical, nothing. She, Herb didn't grab onto her, nothing like that.
He did. He did put his arm on me. He most certainly did.
I put my hand on it.
He did put his hand on me.
I've talked to Don about this a while back, one night when she pushed her way into my office
I have
and
it recorded.
yelled out,
I recorded it.
It's all recorded.
yelled out that she was a member of the press when Randy Pellis
I am a member of the press.
conversation with me.
I am a member of the press.
So, at any
Irrelevant.
rate,
It's not irrelevant. That's
Not
open
to me.
government and freedom
It's
of
not to me,
information
because
law.
right now you're committing a violation with me.
Can I see what he's trying to
No, I'm
charge
asking
me?
you
This
for
is-
your identification.
this is
I
our
don't
rules
have
of
to
decorum.
provide it unless I'm being
Investigated.
reasonably.
Say it with me.
No,
Investigated.
No, it's not just investigation.
Yes, it is. It's
No, ma'am,
investigation.
not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
100% it
We'll
is.
debate that in court then.
That's fine, but you're still
Okay.
going to have to provide your documentation because you're going to be arrested for it.
Okay.
So
For
that's.
what am I being?
I'm not going to keep saying the same
Can
thing
I
over and over
please
again.
see the statute that he's trying to quote to me? The document that he's handing me.
I don't
That
even
he's
know what I
quoting
meant.
to me. Can I please see that?
That's going to be separate from what I'm charging
Can
you with.
I please see what he is?
Did you see him going in there trying to get it? But I'm telling you, now you're going to have two different charges for it.
You can charge me with whatever you think you should.
Okay?
Okay.
All set.
So these are local policies. These are local rules of decorum, which are not a statute.
These are not a legal statute.
I
These
don't
are-
think he said that this was a statute. These are just other documents he had in his hand when he was explaining.
What is the legal statute for this? This is a local policy.
You're looking for the statute of obstructing governmental administration.
Whatever he's accusing me of, I would like to see that statute.
The authority falls within the town board. We have the authority to make local laws.
Yeah, I'm not-
We made one earlier
This
this
is
year.
not a local law.
That's
This is
it.
policy.
She
I'm not
violated
questioning
it.
that.
We're asking you to do it.
I'm not questioning it, to
This
be
is
honest
a
with you.
policy.
So, listen, you
Not
said
a
you know
law.
your rights, so I mean,
This is a policy.
that has nothing to do with what I'm going to be arresting you
I'm
for.
asking for the statute of what
I
you're
don't
saying
have
it's
the
obstruction of
statute.
justice,
You
correct?
know what? You got your phone?
Can I ask, can you,
I'm gonna have you look it up, because I don't have it on me.
what statute am I being arrested
Obstructing
for? Obstructing
governmental administration.
Can I see that statute?
Yes, do you want to pull up your phone?
I would rather not. I think
Well,
that you're
then there you go.
supposed to provide that.
No, I don't have a law book.
Michelle Allen Gregory calmly asked Deputy Gregory to show her the law she was allegedly breaking. A fair question, especially when you're being threatened with arrest. But the deputy refused, saying Michelle could look it up herself. Here's the legal reality. Police officers in the U.S. are not required to tell you the exact law you're breaking during a detention, let alone show you the statute in writing. That might surprise many people, but under the Fourth Amendment, the only thing that matters is whether the officer has objective probable cause, not what they say out loud. The Supreme Court clarified this in Devenpeck versus Alford 2004. An officer's stated reason for an arrest doesn't have to match the legal justification. If there's any valid legal reason to arrest you, even one the officer didn't mention it can still be lawful. So technically, Deputy Gregory didn't violate Michelle's rights by refusing to read the law to her, but morally and professionally it raised serious concerns. Michelle wasn't yelling, resisting, or posing a threat. She was confused and being treated like a criminal for wanting to understand her rights. And when officers weaponize confusion, it's no longer about law, it's about control. What do you think should police be required to clearly explain the law they're enforcing? Drop your thoughts below.
I do, but I don't use it for work use, okay? Because then it gets subpoenaed, and I don't want that.
Okay.
But it's free information that everyone has on the internet,
Okay.
okay? Otherwise,
Super.
you'll have to wait until we process the arrest.
Okay. Such a waste of money.
It's kind of a waste of time. All you have to do is
It is.
give us your ID.
I don't have to give you that because I have not reasonably committed a crime. There is no reasonable suspicion that I have committed a crime.
We ask for people's identification just simply if they need to be checked on, simply if we are just encountering
I
them.
don't wish to waive my Fourth Amendment right for that.
Okay.
There's an regret this, I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are they involved with that as well?
Nothing more than just refusing to leave after a meeting was over. Normally we send people out the door. I guess she's still here. I don't know. No, you're refusing to
Witnessing.
leave?
Yeah.
No, they're here with me.
I'm staying until she's safe.
So I guess they're trespassing.
No. And you want to charge
No,
everybody here with
that's
trespassing?
trespassing. That's going to be trespassing if you don't leave. Yeah, for sure.
So I guess
If these two don't leave, it will be trespassing.
our meeting's over. It was over at 7:20.
And I'm being detained for what? And you're expecting them to leave me? No, it's not going to happen. And you're going to arrest them both for trespassing,
Yeah, they'll
for
have
staying here
trespass
with
as
me?
well. Yeah, they will.
Okay, well, you can write me a citation, and then I'll show up wherever I need to show up.
Okay, we will.
But we'll step outside, and we're all leaving together.
You're going to be coming back with us.
No, I'm not.
How do you figure? So you have identification then?
I do.
Okay, can we have that, please?
Nope.
Everyone's going to do the same thing then.
I'm not going to be investigated. What am I being investigated
Trespassing.
for? This is a public building.
Doesn't matter. He
We're
has the
closed.
authority to leave.
Well, we're
ask
gonna
me
go
to leave.
outside.
I mean to arrest the three of us now, so you need to call some other attorneys. This is getting bad. It's gonna... Okay. All right, well, as long as everybody's aware, I'll let you guys know when I get booked. Okay, we'll sue them. All right, bye. All right. Arrest me then.
No, you want to speak to a supervisor, so we're going to have him come
We'll
over.
wait. We'll wait.
You stand here. Do you have like any documentation for like the past couple of meetings, or like anything that notes about any of these instances or trespass orders or anything like that? Do you have a trespass order you can issue?
A what?
A trespass order
A trespass order?
or anything for them?
I know it's not addressed in this rules of decorum. That'd be a good question for your supervisor.
Hey,
We do lock the doors when we leave, so, yeah.
we got 3 refusing to identify themselves. So we'll probably need a statement from you
Okay.
about everything, so.
There's 2 sheriffs here, and there are many more officers here to potentially place me under arrest for speaking out during the meeting, obstruction of something, in violation of their town policies. Because they came out of the executive session, and I told them that they shouldn't do it, that there needed to be minutes publicly available, because they came out of the executive session and said, no decisions were made, but then voted on stuff that happened in executive session, and I said, hey, you need to have minutes available, and then someone called the cops on me to have me removed. So if I get bumped, I'll give you a call and bail me out, okay? I'm gonna do this, because this is wrong. All right, I love you. Yeah. 2 other people for trespassing.
So we're waiting for Pre-Tori to get here because she wants to speak with the supervisor. But
Okay.
these 3 are refusing to identify themselves and refusing to leave.
Which 3?
These 3.
Okay,
1, 2, 3?
She's being detained.
okay.
She's
But
not
you're
refusing.
refusing to leave because you won't
Because
leave
I'm not
her.
leaving her
There
by
you go.
herself.
All right,
I want
same
her
thing.
to be safe.
Same thing.
Okay.
You're refusing to leave.
She could have left.
No, I was told I was detained.
She was
And that I
told
was
she
gonna
had
be
to stay.
arrested.
But these 2 are not detained, so they could have
No,
left.
they're staying
Gotcha,
with me
okay.
because I should not be
Okay, so
detained.
then they'll be charged with trespass as
Well,
well.
then they can be charged with trespassing.
I know, they're doing it for you.
How you doing?
Good, Howard. She's not too far out, so.
Okay. And they won't identify themselves.
Okay.
If I'm being threatened with arrest, I will identify myself. But other than that,
I just threatened you with arrest like 6
Well-
times.
for what? Again?
OGA.
No, that's violation of policy.
No, that's not what I'm placing you under arrest for. You're refusing to identify yourself, and that's what you're going to be charged with.
Please make sure she's safe.
Where's she? Okay, now you guys are leaving?
Please make sure she's safe.
She's going to be safe. Trust me. Yes. Pre-Tori just called out in my unit. She will be fine. I promise you.
So if I identify myself, I will not be arrested, or irregardless, I'm still going to be arrested.
Well, you're still going to be arrested for the trespass. He wants you arrested for trespass.
Adam and I are gonna step outside.
Okay? For speaking out because you violated an executive session. It's ridiculous.
Do you guys want us to just stand out there with them in case we do decide? They're leaving now and they're cooperative. If that's the way they're going to play it, then I don't mind.
There
But
we go.
I better not have any more problems with them.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
So these 2 here, and then the 3rd one out there, we're supposed to all be leaving.
No.
Yes.
No, I
She was
I
told she had to
detained.
stay because the
I'm going
sheriff-
from the original point of when she was asked to leave.
So
as being
these are
disruptive.
the 3 people.
Yes, and the other one's outside who I guess she's now deciding to actually finally leave. But
Let me just clarify something quick.
if we
I'm
want to
town
arrest them, that's
supervisor.
fine. But
Yeah.
Nobody ever told anybody they had to stay. She was told to leave repeatedly by Herb Hawker, our security guard.
Okay.
And she refused to leave. Nobody ever told anybody they had to
No,
stay.
I
We
said I
wanted
would
them
wait till the meeting
out of
was
here. The
done,
meeting
and
come
then I
to
would
an end
leave.
a few minutes
And
later.
then I was going
And then we told them all a few times, have to go. Time to go.
Okay.
Her friends decided that they wanted to stay with her. They refused to leave.
here, and this lady here?
no, not the one on
She's
the far
staying with
end. Not the one on the far end.
She did not want to leave
Okay.
after the meeting was ended
Okay.
because the sheriffs had been called.
Right, I was told to leave while the meeting was
There
still
you go.
present. I said I wanted to wait till the end of the meeting, that it was a public meeting, I was allowed to attend. He asked me to leave, and then he called the police during the meeting. Then he asked everybody to leave. Then I was told I was being detained, and I said, for what? So then I was told I had to wait. Now I'm being told I'm gonna be charged with obstruction and trespass when I was told that I had to wait because I was being detained. It doesn't even make any sense.
Okay. This is the only young lady you had a problem with?
The reason she was being detained was because she wouldn't produce identification.
Okay. But during the meeting, was she creating a disturbance?
Yes, she did, twice. She was warned the first time, the second time I asked her to leave. And I told her I'd like her to
Town Supervisor Dan Barney told officers he asked Michelle Allen Gregory to leave the board meeting after she spoke out of turn twice. But legally, this isn't as simple as she disrupted, so she had to go. Under New York's open meetings law, public meetings must be open to the general public, and that includes critics, watchdogs, and yes, even people who speak out of turn. While the law allows a board to enter executive session to discuss private matters, it doesn't say anything about kicking someone out for asking a question, especially when that person has a right to attend. And then there's the Constitution. In cases like Deneau versus Village of Port Jefferson, courts have ruled that local governments can only remove citizens from public meetings if their speech actually disrupts the meeting. Being annoying or asking an uncomfortable question, that's not enough. Michelle didn't shout. She didn't threaten. She asked a simple question. Will there be minutes taken during the executive session? Compare that to the 2013 case, Acosta versus City of Costa Mesa, where the Ninth Circuit said you can't be removed from a city meeting unless your speech actually disrupts proceedings. That case doesn't directly bind New York, but it sets a persuasive precedent that many courts respect. Bottom line, asking questions at a public meeting, even out of turn, isn't grounds for removal unless it truly stops the meeting from continuing, and in this case, it looks a lot more like retaliation than enforcement. So here's the bigger question when government officials use police to silence criticism who's really disrupting the meeting. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you support Michelle's fight for transparency, hit that like button.
I spoke to Don Hilton about this a while back. 2 different occasions. Nope. She pushed her way into my office.
I understand.
Yep.
So that's what happened tonight. You'd like to
That's
pursue charges against her, correct?
Yeah, if we can.
Okay, yep. So we'll put her in custody. Someone grab a statement from you.
What am I being charged with exactly? Trespassing?
Criminal trespass.
Okay, I was not trespassing. I was told I had to stay.
Yep.
I was told I had to stay.
Listen, we're past that right now. You're going to be charged, whether or not you're guilty or not, is going to be up to the judge. Please stand up for me.
So I'm being charged with
Ma'am,
trespassing.
I'm not going to ask you again. Please stand up.
I'm trying to be clear that I'm.
Nope.
Can you take my purse? Yes.
You don't want to say who you are, is that correct?
I said I would do that. Why are you taking pictures of me being arrested right now?
Don't worry about
That's ridiculous.
So right now,
else you need?
I would rather you not get my purse.
Do you need
honestly?
well, that's
What
fine.
would I need?
Do you want your cell phone and your ID?
I don't know what you just put in my pocket.
Your phone and your keys.
I guess I would need my wallet. and my
Mind getting your wallet?
Where is that in here? It's the blue thing. This is ridiculous. You guys are gonna regret this.
Did you want to, can you pat her down too? Make sure she's all set.
You are not supposed to pat me down. Sir. Well, you're not supposed to, sir. And we're not doing it here with
Listen,
other.
stop.
Can we go outside, please?
No.
No, this isn't her choice. Right now, this is what we're doing. Everything else we'll work on later. Right this way, man.
Are you still wanting the other two as well?
But they weren't asked to leave and refused, right? Were they creating disturbance or no?
Did you ask those two to leave? Did you want to?
We asked everybody to leave. Okay, after the meeting ended, we asked her to leave during the meeting. Because she was creating She wouldn't leave. That
Stay with those two for now. Make sure those two, this one in the black coat and then this one with the purse there, don't leave yet.
So if you have a meeting, right?
Right.
Someone is not acting like an adult, an appropriate way to act in a public meeting, you have all the right to ask them to leave.
And
If they don't, call us or respond out. You don't have to keep dealing with this through the whole thing.
So-
We'll ask them again. And if they don't want to leave, we'll arrest them.
She pushed her way into my office when Randy Pellis from the Palladium Times wanted to do an interview with me. So I said, come on, we'll go in. And
Is that something that made you feel uncomfortable, that she did that?
Oh, yeah. Everything
All
that she
right.
does. She
So-
forced her way in one night when Mary and I were in there talking with the judge. She's my deputy.
So what I'm going to have you do is we have a nice young lady deputy. She's going to take a statement from you.
Okay?
Make sure you mention the past, what happened, the past bad experience, okay?
Yep.
Then obviously tonight, you're having a meeting, what you did to create disturbance.
Twice.
You politely asked her to leave, she didn't, you asked her again, and she's trying to create chaos.
Yep.
Okay? We're gonna try.
She's signed in probably every single time she's been here under a false name. She doesn't give her real name.
She has to give her real name tonight, or she's not get processed and she can sit in the cell till She can come up with who she really is, and we can prove that's who she is. At this point, that's why I wanted to have her ID.
The other two, what do we want to do with them? We asked them to leave.
And they wouldn't.
You asked them to leave?
Yeah.
Oh,
asked them to leave.
They were asked.
But they would not leave because they didn't feel like she was going to be safe. And then they wouldn't identify themselves as well.
Well, when Herb first brought them out of the meeting room, none of them were. They all said, no, we're all
And you
staying.
told them it was time to leave.
Yeah,
Meeting's over with.
Meeting's over.
You told them it's time to leave. They refused to leave. Yeah, go get charged for pistol. Okay.
I'm going to hook them up.
Alright. Who are my other ladies?
That one there on the phone.
Okay.
This one here.
And this one here?
This one here, yeah.
So right now, because they asked you to leave and you refused to, you're
Can
going to
you
be
help?
arrested also
Can
for
you help?
trespass.
We asked everyone to leave.
I asked her to leave.
Okay.
I asked her to leave, and she would not leave. And then she wouldn't identify herself.
You didn't ask me who I was.
I absolutely did.
You didn't ask me. You asked Michelle.
I asked both of you.
I did not hear you. You didn't look at me. I did not hear you.
Okay. Do you have
All
identification?
we want to do is
Yes, I
conduct our
do.
meetings in an orderly manner. I don't have a problem with Linda Williams, unless you,
Let her go. That's fine.
whatever you want to do. I don't really care.
She's the only one that actually just started to actually cooperate. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
mind.
So
Yeah,
we'll
the
take the
general
other two
public
back
is the
then,
one.
and then you want to stay and take the statement, or?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. That's fine. I'll let Linda go.
Like I said,
Or-
there's some past instances that should be documented with it, and I think he's going to request a refrain from order of protection, so the young
Probably a
lady
good
doesn't
idea.
come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good. We'll do that then.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, are you guys taking the two and then we're staying back with the statement?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Because I think
perfect.
it'd be good for them to get the experience. Sorry, Darlene's
Sure
calling,
thing.
which is weird. I'll take her from the back of my car.
Yeah.
That hand is special. This is the one.
Okay, there's plenty of room in that one. There's plenty of room in that one.
Well, they're both asleep and I can't feel them.
Can you not grab by the handcuffs and grab me by the arm, please? Thank you.
Michelle, do you want?
After Michelle Allen Gregory was arrested, things escalated quickly. She spent the night in jail not because she was violent, threatening, or dangerous, but because a town supervisor didn't like being questioned. Dan Barney, the very man who had her removed, also requested an order of protection against her, but the judge wasn't buying it. At her arraignment the next day, the judge denied that request and released Michelle without conditions. Meanwhile, another woman at the meeting, Holly Bale, was cited for trespassing but wasn't arrested. Initially, Michelle faced charges of criminal trespass and obstruction. Then, months later, in April 2024, the prosecution tacked on a disorderly conduct charge, but these charges didn't hold up. By August, all charges were dismissed because the DA failed to bring the case to trial in time, a violation of her right to a speedy trial. Town Supervisor Barney, however, refused to take any responsibility. He told local media that the dismissal had nothing to do with how the town handled the situation. But Michelle's attorney disagreed, and both she and Holly Bale are now pursuing civil action. Let's be clear, Michelle didn't commit a crime. She asked a simple question at a public meeting, refused to leave a place she had a right to be in, and was arrested anyway. Then the charges were padded, delayed, and quietly dismissed. And still, no one from the town has taken accountability. Deputy Caitlin Gregory gets an F for her disrespectful tone for threatening arrest over ID without cause and for misapplying the law. New York doesn't allow officers to demand physical ID without probable cause, and courts have consistently ruled that refusing to identify yourself even when detained is not obstruction. Michelle earns a B+ for staying calm and standing her ground. Yes, she misunderstood some legal technicalities, but that doesn't justify her arrest. Her removal seemed more personal than procedural, more punishment than law. So here's what we want to know. When public officials call the police just to silence someone they don't like, is that governance or is that intimidation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you think this kind of misuse of power needs to be exposed, like the video, share it, and subscribe to Citizens vs. Systems.